like host of the now current Van Lodgers of America show, and we're just coming on to tell you guys about the night. Gotta say, it was way less problematic than I expected. I mean, the way some people talk about sleeping in a van and the difficulties that they see, especially in the winter. I mean, I'll always be able to say that I spent my first night in the van, first night in my own van, in the second day of winter, and it was fine. I don't really see what all the fuss was about. If you prepare, if you plan, I mean, and like I say, I really doubt I'll ever be doing any true urban parking. But even if I do, I don't see how that would be any issues. I mean, not even condensation, and it got pretty chilly in the morning. I had one blanket. I had two sheets inside my I had one little thin, like a throw. I had like a throw underneath inside my sleeping bag underneath me. I had one sheet inside the sleeping bag on top of me. I had one sheet, I had another throw on the mattress. I didn't even have my 4-inch memory foam topper yet. I had one throw on top of the mattress. I had one sheet on top of the throw. I had the sleeping bag. I had one throw underneath me in the sleeping bag. I had one sheet on top of me in the sleeping bag. Then I had a blanket on top of the sleeping bag. And I was fine. I mean, wasn't crying. Nobody was crying. Nobody was dying. Everybody lived, and I mean, the outside noise was fine. I woke up just like I always do, maybe 2 times. The first time, go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm going to pee in a van. Oh, I mean, if you guys are on Facebook, you saw my posts on all the different van posts about rapid fire responses for the what to use to cover the scents in a van when using the facilities in a van. Well, I mean, I had to block some people from Facebook because they just became obnoxious with their responses. How would you ever use the bathroom in your van? It is the most disgusting thing. And I mean, some of them really had me going. I'm like, wow, maybe I really am overthinking this thing. And some people saying there's no way. And I mean, I've seen Renee Apra's channel. I gotta put it out there, Renee. You never once, use the facilities in your van. You would be getting up at the crack of dawn and before the crack of dawn in the dead of night, stumbling into somebody's bathroom, somebody's public bathroom. I can't imagine that. So, I mean, having a bucket inside my van that has a gamma sealed lid and having a pee jar in my van that I've made my own porta potty blue solution at less than $5 the whole thing. Man, I gotta tell you folks, you go in that van right now, and I went potty twice, should have gone 3 times. The third time I just came into the house because it was already morning. You can't smell a thing. You can't tell. And I mean, there's probably 2 gallons of my wee in there. And I'm just saying, man. I think that there's a lot of people on, social media that get a kick out of giving out bad advice to people. Over exaggerating the difficulties of van life. And I think maybe they do it because they feel like if they don't, more and more people are gonna start doing van life, and more and more people are gonna stop turning to their channels for advice for van life. And they monetize their groups, they monetize their pages, and I mean, for them, I guess that's a way of income, as it might be. For me, this is not how I make my money. So, I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Every chance I get, every time I turn around, and that's what I have to say about it. It was not bad at all. I could have used a couple more blankets. And yes, I think of it, and like I say, even more insulation. I see all the videos. I see the guys, they're going hog wild with the insulation, spending thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars even on insulation just to still be cold in their vans. Now that I don't think they're lying about. But I'll be honest with you. I have Reflectix on my walls. I don't have anything but the throws and the felt pieces of felt and a emergency blanket on my floor. My roof is not even completely Reflectixed. I have foam board that I got from the dollar store in between my driver's seats and my back door, and the divider, so the sunlight can't come in. And I put some $3 towel, regular black towel, in the 2 back windows, taped it on with double-sided tape. And that was good most of the night. The second time I woke up and I looked that way. I took the eye guide off my eyes and I looked to the left, and one of the black towels was hanging down, and I was like, oh. Got right up, stuck it back up in there. It was fine. A little bit later, my eyes opened up. It was coming down a little bit again, so I gotta find a better way to do that. But I'll tell you like this: woke up, 0. You see that 0 in my eye inside to prove it? 0 condensation at all, nothing. And I mean, I have to say, and it was pretty chilled last night. It was below 50. Or, I mean, it was, in the low 50s. I'll check the temperatures on Weather Channel in a little bit just to see how cold it was all night correlated to my sleep. I am going to be getting a thermometer today to put in the van because I do want to prove to you guys when I say it's not cold in my van that I mean it. It's not cold. And like I say, I have not spent money on insulation in that van. The most I've spent is $10 on some foam board. And so I just wanted to tell you guys that, and so you could see exactly what I was up against. Back inside, final day of prep. My generator should be here, my Stanley generator. Oh my. I gotta get water in the water canteens. Gotta check. I froze 3-gallon bottles of water from the dollar store, Crystal Geyser bottles that are gonna go in the freezer. Gonna add ice to the freezer, add food to the freezer today. So I'll have electricity tomorrow, tonight. I'll have, the freezer will be activated, and I will have, what else did I not have tonight? Electricity and food. Oh, and water in the van. That van will be completely self-sufficient as of tonight when we head to Northwest Arizona. Everybody keeps asking me, where you going, Mike? Where you going, Mike? Where you going, Mike? Not ready to tell you guys yet. I will soon enough, but that's gonna make the fun of the channel, is you guys traveling with me, seeing the state of California as we leave it, seeing the journey to Northwest Arizona, and then realizing exactly where our van life is gonna begin. So, for War Machine, who is now a real good buddy of mine, and for me, Miami Mike 247, just want to say to you guys, thanks for all the support, thanks for all the well wishes, thanks for all the prayers, for everything, and I will reach back out to you guys later today. I'm not going to video any of the purchases that I make or the processes. I'll probably take pictures and post them on Facebook, and we will go from there. So catch up with you guys later. I want to give a shout out to all my heroes and heroines. Ramon Reddick on Rod on the Road, signing on. Crystal Vanner,
what's going on, Sheriff?
Mr. Bob Wells, Susie's Van Life, Full-Time Van Life, Christopher's Full-Time Van Life. You two guys, man, you're completely awesome. All of those guys that are there watching and tuning in, who have helped me through this journey, from the first van that we bought to when we were just planning the van, when the van was just a concept, a twinkle in my eye, and just an idea that it could be done. You guys have stood by me through thick and thin, and I'm so eternally grateful to you all, man. I'm a crybaby, so if I begin to cry, just know that, you know, it's just because I'm grateful to you guys. You guys never told me I couldn't do it. You never told me I shouldn't do it. You never told me I wouldn't do it. You just told me ways to make it happen if I was gonna do it. JC Galloway, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Oklahoma. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, JC. From Oklahoma, where the wind is rocking on the range. I know a special doctor in Oklahoma, as the University of Oklahoma. His name is William Reiner. He's a professor, doctor at that university, and he's a special guy. If you know of him, or if you ever meet him or anything, please tell him that I said hey, and I tip my hat to him. He's a good man. William G. Reiner is his name. And I always tell him his name is close enough to be William Riker from Star Trek, but he's cooler than Will Riker ever was. But yeah, guys, just very grateful to you all. It's been a journey. I mean, it's been an odyssey. I look back to the very first video I did, and you guys can go there. It was 18 here. 18! JC, nowhere near there. I'll never be in that type of weather. Me and War Machine will never suffer that weather. I think at the most, it got down to like in the low 50s. And I mean low 50s, like 4, 5 maybe. And I'm gonna check weather.com. JC, if you're online and you can check, because I'm on my phone right now, check and see what the weather got in Pomona, California. My son is a medical doctor, and he graduated from OU. Then I'm guaranteeing you he knows Dr. Reiner, William G. Reiner. An incredible man, a good man, and I definitely think he will know your son, or your son will know him. And please tell him that I say hello, and I tip my regards to him. He will probably remember me. So, yeah, that's just it, folks. I mean, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. For anybody who's not a vanner yet, who's just starting out on their journey, I know I got a few watchers who aren't on right now who will watch this later. To Rob M. Rob, you always asking me stuff about vanning and stuff like that. The whole process, you know. I got to tell you, Rob, don't be scared. Don't be scared at all. Don't have a moment of it. Yeah, 48 degrees here. 48 degrees. I mean, and I didn't even think it got down to 48. And what time was it 48 here? Because it wasn't 48 all night. Most of the night, it was in the 50s. And it was just fine, so... but yeah, don't be scared. Anybody who's not a vanner and contemplating it, nothing to be afraid of, absolutely at all. The process will begin, the process will go forward, even if you van right out in front of your house for the rest of your life. Even if you only use a van as a way to get away, use your van. Even if you use the van as a permanent living dwelling, I don't see anything to be afraid of. If anything, the van is liberating. The van shows you that you can detach from the norm, from the required positioning, regroup, pull away, and say, I'm going to change the status quo. I'm going to go a different route. And I'm so very glad I decided to take this route. And just looking forward to more time. Am I naive enough to say that I won't have any issues with the van? No. Not that crazy. I'm a bit crazy, but because I sleep in a van now. But I'm not that crazy. I'm crazy enough to say that whatever challenges come, I think I'm ready for them. I'm not ready yet to be like Mr. Bob Wells, a full-timer. You know, he spends more time in the van than out of the van, I think. I have personally owned Advance in my lifetime and have a minivan at the right now, but I'm looking for full-size van to make the camper van hopefully be at RTR next year. Cool. Well, I'll be there. 10 vans. There you go, JC. Yeah, I mean, for me, this is my first van. Biggest vehicle I've ever owned is a truck, and I owned that for a while, and now this is my first van, but I've always wanted to go this route, so yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Hey, I've talked for 16 minutes now. I'm gonna go around and get busy getting the rest of this stuff ready for the move. I'm here still because I've got to wait for the generator. Once the generator gets here, I'm gonna charge it for a couple hours on the house electricity. I'm putting it in that van and I'm skedaddling. So, if you guys want, stay tuned. I'll come on and go live as soon as we hit the road. As we're driving out, we're hitting on the freeway, and I'll just be toggling the video between looking at me and looking at the road, looking at me and looking at the road, and we're gonna head on up. So, as soon as I get the generator, we're heading out for War Machine, and I'm Miami Mike 247, current van lodger, transitioning this show to be current van lodging, and appreciate you guys for tuning in, appreciate your loyalty. Please like, please subscribe, please share this show's link on all your different social media content. Not because I'm egotistical and I want my channel to grow. I've been watching you since you started on YouTube, and I've shared memories videos. Thank you. Thank you so much, JC. JC, I'm telling you, I mean, I'm not doing this for money. You'll know, JC. Have I ever asked for a penny? No. I don't want anybody's money from YouTube. I think YouTube is a spiritual connection. I think when you monetize YouTube, you turn it into something that it should never be, and I don't want to do that. But I do want to have these connections with JC, with Susie, with Chris, with Rod on the Road, with Crystal Vanner. I want to have these connections with other people who are living the same lifestyle. And like I say, what I want you guys to see what the real van life is like, not the polished, sponsored, free stuff, accepted, corporatized van life, because that makes a lot of people think, oh, van life. Not even, Bob Wells' van life, because Bob's an OG in van life. I want you guys to see what a regular guy's van life is. A guy that literally had never slept in a van in his... Well, no, I had slept in a van once in my life before. So once in his life before, and it wasn't my van, and it was a work van. A guy had tools in it, and he was like, I was just sick and tired of being where I was, and he goes, here's the keys, go sleep in the van. And I'm like, for real, for real? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And I did, and it was fine. So when I say that, I want you guys to see the real van life. No disrespect to other van lives. I just want you to see how if you, a regular Joe Blow, somebody who's never done this before in your life, just got the cockamamie idea in their head one day, hey, I'm going to go live in a van. Whether it be for one night, whether it be for 1 week, whether it be on the weekends, whether it be when you just want to get away, whether it be full time. I wanted you guys to see what that process was like, without somebody trying to sell you something, without somebody trying to indoctrinate you, without somebody lying to you, without somebody trying to fool you. And that's why Future Van Lodgers of America show was created. We're moving forward now to current Van Lodgers of America. Gonna be doing a lot more videos. I have a lot more time on my hand. Just so you guys know, I've got some job interviews lined up for tomorrow, and hopefully those all go well. Please keep me in your thoughts. Please keep me in your good vibrations and on that. But that's about it. I'm heading out, guys. I'm gonna get off. I'll try to check back in like around lunchtime just to give you guys an update on how far along we are and show you the van again, the new things I put in the van. I'm gonna try a little bit to go get some water stocked up in the 5-gallon jugs, and to start I'm not gonna fill the ice chest is gonna be the very last thing I fill. JC says, I left my senior year. Oh, hold on. I left my senior year in college in a van and used the gym at school for showering. That was back in the 70s. You see, I mean, van life was first started by people just to be simple, to have a simple life. And that's, the 70s was van life official. You know, that's just how I feel. So for me, van life shouldn't be complicated. Even showering, like I see all on Facebook, and I know I keep saying I'm getting off, but you know, I'm gonna keep going as well. I mean, I look at van life and I look at Facebook. Now there's so many groups. I'm in van life, hashtag van life. I'm in van life, vagabonds, van dwellers, and nomads. I'm in Van Life Zen, which I would definitely recommend. Anybody that watches my channel should sign on to Will Flannery's Van Life Zen. Will Flannery does not allow any of the dream makers to be on YouTube, to be on his group. He doesn't allow any of the guys that are there lying, and you know, or the like I like to call them, the billionaire vanners. If you're not a simple guy or gal, you know, just trying to survive by not having to pay the exorbitant amounts of rent and just using a van for a home and not a business expense, you should be on Will Flannery's Van Life Zen. Hashtag Van Life Zen. Love it. Well, I go on there and I say, hey, I'm contemplating having portable restroom facilities in my van. You would have thought I said I was planning on starting my career as an axe murderer and, you know, collecting heads in my van. I'll just be honest. They just went off. I mean, guys are coming in. Anybody that would crap in a van is a heathen. How dare you crap where you sleep? You're a moron. You shouldn't even think about it. You shouldn't even contemplate it. This, that, and the third. And I literally would never do that. Well, folks, I've done it. And, I mean, you know, I'm still here. And the van, I wish there was a smellometer on the van. Some of you guys that see me at RTR, you come in my van and you see, and then you go to those people who are preaching that wolf ticket concept, who are blowing smoke up at you, and you say, ain't true. You can do what you want in your van as long as you prepare. And that's the thing I want to show in this channel. If you believe something, if you want to try something, if you want to do something in van life, try it. Go for it. Prove the naysayers wrong. And I've been proving naysayers wrong all my life. And I like proving naysayers wrong. So you can bet your bottom dollar, as soon as I get off this video, where am I going? Facebook. And I'm going to Van Life Zen, and I'm going to hashtag Van Life. And I'm going to rub their noses in my pee jar. But not really. I'm just going to go there and I'm going to tell them, you guys don't know what you're talking. You guys are putting yourselves at a disservice. Because I'll go in that van right now that the sun is up. And I guarantee you, it won't be stinky. So, just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm getting off now, for real. And I'm going to start this last day of my future van life. And I will connect with you guys as it goes. Talk to you guys soon. For War Machine and the future, now current Van Lodges of America show, I am Mike247. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make it a great day. Everyone has took a crap in their house. What's the deal? Exactly, JC. Exactly. Jay-Z, thanks for staying true, Blue. We'll talk to you soon, buddy. Bye now.